Good morning everyone. Today is day 26 of the plank challenge and today is a rest day. So don't do the plank today. This video is all about warm up and cool down. We all have been told at one point or another in our life that warm up and cool down is very important and it should always be done before and after the workout. But why is it so important? Well, let's find out. Fitness experts recommend warming up and cooling down before and after an exercise, be it running, walking, swimming, cycling, cardio, strengthening, anything. You should warm up and cool down because they form a vital component of any workout regimen. And of course, it may take a few extra minutes of your routine schedule, but they help to improve the blood flow, aid in carrying oxygen to the working out muscles, and they promote mobility, and also they prepare your mind and body for the forthcoming or the workout ahead. Now let us take an analogy to understand the importance of warm up. Everyone loves bikes. But if you go straight away to the full speed, the bike won't be able to give its best performance. But when you go slow and gradually increase the pace, you will be able to get the performance you desired. What is actually happening is the engine RPM is gradually increasing, and along with it the lubrication and the fuel system is also being worked up. Our body is also a similar engine, where the heart rate plays the role of the RPM and our muscles and joints play the role of the lubrication system, and of course the oxygen acts as the fuel. So what the warm up does is it prepares our body for the upcoming workout. It gradually revs up our cardiovascular system by increasing our overall body temperature, our heart rate, and it lubricates our joints and increases the blood flow to all the muscles of our body. So, and another thing it does is it helps avoid muscle soreness and the potential risk of injury. So when we do warm up, what we're actually doing is we're telling our body that you better get ready because now we're going to work out. Coming back to the same bike analogy, if you suddenly switch off the engine when traveling at a high speed, what will happen? Chances are that the gear will break down or the engine may get damaged. Also, the cooling system will not get enough time to gradually cool down the engine, and this may result in cracks due to unequal cooling. So, in a similar manner, what happens is our body, if not properly cooled down, faces similar problems. We may feel cramps or breathlessness or dizziness, etc. Soreness is fine. Soreness is not a symptom of this. Soreness is fine, but pain is not. Okay, so you should understand the difference. Soreness is fine. Soreness means that you are working correctly, the plank is working, the exercise is working. But pain is wrong. Pain means that you are not doing the cool down, that you are doing something wrong, that your posture is wrong. So make sure you know how to differentiate between the two. Okay, so if you don't do cool down, you will get pain. So why should you do cool down? So to make sure that your exercise is painless and efficient. So anyway, what cool down does is it helps bring your body back to the pre-exercise heart rate and blood pressure. It helps avert muscle stiffness, which is your cramps and soreness. Okay, so what typically cool down it means continuing the same workout for a couple minutes more, but at a reduced low level intensity and pace. If we take running for example, first you are going at a high pace, you are running fast. That is the workout. But then you start going slow, you are doing light jogging. Now that is the cool down. Okay, so keep in mind that is the cool down. So if you have done something for warm up, you can do it for cool down too. Just lower the intensity, lower the pace, and tada, you have the cool down. So anyway, do the cool down is important. Okay, so what the cool down essentially finally does is it supports you to bring your body back to its pre-exercise or pre-workout state. Exercising without doing the warm up and cool down is like eating food without salt. It just doesn't feel right, does it? In a similar way, Warm up and cool down take just a few extra minutes of your time, but they can make a huge difference. Actually, they make all the difference in how your body is impacted or affected by the workout you do, by the exercise you do, positively or negatively. In the upcoming last few days of our plan challenge, and actually for every other exercise we do, we will be giving a bit more emphasis on the warm up and cool down, as now they will become even more important with the intensity of the plan going higher and higher. So this may result in the videos getting a bit longer, but please, no matter the circumstances, do not skip the warm up and the cool down. We at Wellbeing understand the importance of warm up and cool down, and therefore try our best to incorporate them into every exercise we do, and we request you to do the same. We will try to create a generic full body warm up and cool down video in the future. So till then, stay healthy, stay fit, stay safe, and stay tuned. Thank you.